अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन परमानन्दं सद्गुरुम्। ॐ गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्तिः पूजामूलं गुरुपदम् मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। We are taking the 20 verse of chapter 3 Srimad Bhagavad Geeta. In this verse, the Sadguru is telling to the Arjuna, कर्मण्येव हि संसिद्धि मा स्थिता जनकादयः लोकसंग्रहमेवापि सम्पश्य कर्तुमर्हसि। कर्मणा एव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थितः जनकादयः लोकसंग्रहम् एव अपि सम्पश्यन् कर्तुम् अर्हसि। Karmana, it means without attachment. Karmas, by without attachment karmas. Eva, it means only. He, it means therefore. Sansiddhim, it means the extreme success of enlightenment. Asthita, it means they get. Janaka Daya, it means Janak and other enlightened masters. Lok Sangraham, it means in the public interest and public organization or the gathering, the seekers. Ev only, api also, you, samprashyana, according to, kartum, do the karmas, arhasi. This is arhasi, it means this is able to do this type of karmas. Krishna is telling in this stanza, my dear Arjun, by the detachment with the karmas performed with complete detachment. This is the way by the Janaka and other enlightened masters get this Atma Jnana. It means any master get the Jnana by the detachment-less karmas. Attachment-less karmas. Janaka and other enlightened masters, they follow only one way, that is the attachment-less karma. It means the karma with complete detachment. So my dear Arjun, you do like that, but according to the norms of the society, or according to the duties of you for society, humanity, you do these karmas. My dear friend, the Sadguru Sachidananda Paramatma, omnipresence, omnipotent, omni-existence, omni-consciousness and omni-knower. He is only and only one solitary, supreme consciousness of the world. All consciousness only comes when his existence existing everywhere. Otherwise there is no. My dear friend, the Ramayana says, by this presence of existence, all the stars, galaxies and planets, they are revolving on their own pattern. Because the Sachidananda Paramatma, this God Supreme, because it is only one, not two or three or four, as the fool person says in this world, making many God and goddesses. There is only one God in this world. There is only one existence in this world, that is in India, that is called Sachidananda Paramatma, and other countries he has many names. My dear friend, that Sachidananda Paramatma is so big, so expansion, that the billions of the universes and the millions of the galaxies uncountable. They are even in a very small part of Sachidananda Paramatma. You cannot imagine about his expansion. My dear friend, he is so merciful, so loving, so careful. He is our caretaker. He is our real Savior. Nobody is Savior, only Sachidananda Paramatma is Savior. There should not be contradiction between the name of this Sachidananda Paramatma. Because in India, millions years of the research on this subject of spirituality, 24 lakhs, it means 24 lakhs years has gone when the Rama came on this earth. And before the Rama, there was 30 kings more in the family of the Rama. And before these 30 kings, there was many kings on the India. And my dear friend, every kings have in the shelter of a very great master. My dear friend, every time the seven rishis always presence in every universe. Every universe. So my dear friend, this is a precious knowledge in the Gita. It is not coming in the time of the Krishna, it is coming from millions years before. And Krishna is telling in this stanza, Arjun, any one master get this spiritual knowledge of liberation, he get only by this way. He was completely detached from the karmas and he performed karmas as well excellently. Enlightenment, it does not mean that you will leave the karmas. No. Only and only you can detach from the bad effect of the karmas. And that bad effect is only one, that karmas make you the doer and availer, and this doerness and availerness push you in the next birth. So the release or free or total freedom from death and birth cycle, it is very, very essential that you detach from the karmas. It means in Hindi, asakti rahit karma. So, the Krishna is telling to the Arjuna a very great person's example. The name of that person is Janak. All of you knows that Janak Baj, the father of Sita and father-in-law of Ram, and Janak was the disciple of Ashtavakra, and Janak was the master of Sukadeva. Janak was a complete enlightened master. But my dear friend, I want to say, after some time, the Janak become a name of the post, and every master of the Mithila become a Janak, and every master of Mithila, every king of Mithila is become a Janak, and every king of Mithila was a enlightened master. When you read in the Bhagavatam, then you can see there is many Janaks comes after the father of Sita, and they was all enlightened master. My dear friend, why the Krishna is taking the example of the Janak? Why the Krishna is not taking the example of Ashtavakra or Sukadev? Why the Krishna is not taking example of the Vasishtha? Why the Krishna is not taking the example of other? Because Janak is a very fit person for Arjun. Janak was a king, Arjun was a king. Janak was living in the mansions and in the great treasure and aristocracy, and all the facilities of emperor. So Arjun also used to living like that. So the Janak was Atma Sakshatkari, the Janak was Tattvaveta, the Janak was Sthiti Pragya, Janak was Paramhansa, and even he was Paramhansa, even he was supreme enlightened master, but he was a great king beside. So it is proof that your social status never come in the opposition of enlightenment. Really I want, that all the prime ministers and all the presidents of this world's, all the nations, I want all the cabinet ministers and all the governors of the provinces, all the governing authorities of the provinces, they must be enlightened, because when the king is enlightened, then he can understand barely his public and a general person. So Janak is the great king with enlightenment, and he was very successful administrator and very merciful king and a very, very great person to carefulness of his public at that time. So many Raja Yogis, they become the Brahmaveta, they become the supreme enlightened. And there is a chain of the kings. They was all enlightened, they was all supreme enlightened. My dear friend, that's why the Bhagavan Janak's example is very good here. All of you know the Janak take this Atma Jnana by the Ashtavakra Rishi. Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma Ashtavakra given the merciful bliss to the Janak, and Janak living in the mansions and the court in the complete detachment. He was a very, very rich king, but he used only and only a simple and limited means for himself. He was completely pure and without any deformity of the Maya. He was doing his duties perfectly, but he never attached with the karmas. So, like the Janaka, everyone can get the Atma Jnana, everyone can get the supreme enlightenment, Param Jagrana. So the Siddhi, it means the extreme Siddhi, the extreme successfulness in the life, that is Atma Jnana. The Param Siddhi is a very, very valuable word. My dear friend, generally in India and other countries, the person use the word Riddhi and Siddhi. Riddhi, it means Ashtasiddhi and Navnidhi. But Ashtasiddhi and Navnidhi, these are all limited in this world, they are in the Maya. So the Ashtasiddhi and Navnidhi, they cannot give you the freedom from death and birth cycle. If any seeker If any seeker live in the Sakshi with his complete awareness, and after the Sakshi he comes in the real meditation, then one stage, and then enlightenment, and then he awoke in subconscious and unconscious mind, that we say that he is the become a Siddha. That meaning of the Siddhi is not Siddhi. This is real Siddhi. So Atma Jnana is real Siddhi. The Jivan Mukt is real Siddhi. Jivan Mukt, it means he will not come in any life now. He will not take any birth, he will not take any physical body. Then even he is sleeping or even he is dreaming, there is no attachment with the mind. All the base material inside of his conscious and subconscious mind, that is completely eradicated. He lived in all three stages, Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. It means aware, sleep, dreamy sleep, and without dreamy sleep. He awakened in the same stage of the awareness. He is the witness of the dreams in the dreams. He is the witness of the sound sleep in the sleeps. And always he stand in the existence, always he stand in the truth, always he stand in Atma Jnana. My dear friend, when a person live like that, then we say he is become now the total freedom of awareness. He is standing in the total freedom of awareness. My dear friend, his body sleep but he do not sleep. His body see his mind project the dreams but he do not become the dreamy. He is separate stand in all the stage of awakeness, dream and the sleep, sound sleep. Somebody says this is the Samadhi and it is good. Samadhi, it means karmana eva hi sansiddhi. This stage is called Samadhi when the person is doing the work but he is living in the Samadhi. When a person seeing in the night and he is living in Samadhi. When a person laying unconsciously his body but he is living in a Samadhi. So we say the Lord Shiva live in this Samadhi. Sankar Sahaj Swarupa Samhara Lagi Samadhi Akhand Apara. My dear friend, there is a rare and rarest great man take this extreme stage of the Siddhi, and I want to give this Siddhi all of you, so all of you will become a great man after some time. My dear friend, the life of that person, the great person, is so glorious and so divine that life will become an example for the coming disciple, as the Krishna is giving the example of Lord Janaka. You all can be transformed as the Lord Janaka, but it is not a difficult. My disciple Abhijit Saraswat says me, Swamiji, it is very difficult. I think that not difficult, but it is difficult for them. They are not living in the attentiveness of the Sakshi or the meditation. If you live in the attentiveness always, every time, it is not difficult. Avijit say a second question also to me. He says, Swamiji, what will we do when the workload comes or our consciousness involved in the functions? I say to Abhijit, my dear, I will give you the answer, but Geeta, this stranger of Geeta is giving answer to Abhijit. My dear friend, this world is not to know how to live in the karmas with the awareness. But my seekers, my lovers and my disciples knows. So, this is the internal stage of awareness. There is no any symptom. If a aware person grow the horn, or a aware person's eyes will become a particular color or face will become glorious. No. There is no any outer symptom of the awareness. Only the person knows he is living in the peace and awareness. So, because other person do not know that you are a aware person or you are an enlightened person or you are a seeker or you are a practitioner of meditation, so that persons behave with you as they are behaving before. They think that you are a general person like 10 years before as you was, as you are. But you know that you are aware. You are a seeker. You are doing the Sakshi meditation of awareness. At that time, what must you do? You do not debate with anyone. You do not involve in any type of mental and violence of the voice violence with anyone. What you do? You put your opinion. If the person can accept your opinion, if they do not accept your opinion, then you separate yourself and live in these persons like the person are living. But I do not saying that a person, they are killing some bird and you are also killing with them other. No. I am saying that you should follow the norms of the society and the family and the particular country. Outer side and inner side you must be aware. Outer side you look like an attachment person, but inner side you look detached. If you living with your wife and you say, oh, I do not attach with you, I am detached with you, then the wife will be angry with you. And she will think that you are avoiding her or you are not giving her that as before love. So you should behave with your wife as you behave before enlightenment. But that time your love was a blind and unconscious, and now your love is real and conscious. So your wife will feel 100 times more satisfaction and love with you if you are an enlightened person. Because at that time when you are sleeping in the thoughts, you are completely full person and you do not know the psychological status of your wife, and you do not know what your wife need and what your wife's liking and disliking. But now you are aware, so you can understand everything. So you can behave with your wife according to his likes, dislikes, and according to his her brain setup. So this enlightenment is a successful living in the society also. The same thing with your mother and father, your brother and your officer. Enlightened person knows his officer's nature and he behaves with officer like that. Once upon a time there was a story. A officer went with his subordinate in the desert safari, and unfortunately his water was drawn in the sand and there was no water. So he told to his assistant, bring the water. But his assistant was a wise person, maybe he was enlightened person. And he going to blaze to bring the water. But officer said, no, don't go to blaze. I am seeing there water is shining in the sand. You see there is a lake. The person knows there is no lake. There is only the sand is shining. So he said to the officer, my dear sir, there is no water, there is a sand shining. So the officer shout on that subordinate, you fool, you knowing more than me, you are a bloody fool. You are a very small subordinate. I am many times a big officer. I am knowing better than you. So what can he do? He went to the shining sand, and the officer was very, very thirsty. When the officer bade that person, he is not returned, because as he went the sand, the shining of that sand was as away from him. So fortunately a person came from the blaze, because he was listening the conversation of both person. He put a bucket of the water and he'd give the water to the officers. Then the officers shout, oh bloody fool! Shout loudly, come back. So person, subordinate, come back. Water is available now. Bloody fool, you do not get water until. So that person knows, because he was an enlightened person. He knows he is a full officer. So he say, yes sir, I was trying to take the water from the sand, but unfortunately water was moving ahead and ahead. So officer said, okay, take the goods and go back to the home. So that is the story of this world. This world is living in the mesmerism and foolishness of the Maya. An enlightened person is living in the actual knowledge of liberation. So world cannot understand. World cannot understand the enlightened person's life. So the Kabir says, Tera mera manwa kaise ek hoye re. There is no coordination between enlightened person and not enlightened person. But Krishna says to the Arjuna, Lok Sangraha, it means for the accumulation and gathering other persons to you, you should behave according to the norms of the society. You make a drama after even you are enlightened. That's why I also hear my disciples' foolishness and I do not comment. Because I know if I comment, they will run away from me. Because when they comes completely in my divine love and they are completely attached with my affection of a master and disciple relations, then I start my working on the disciples. If a disciple is not attached with me or any master, the master cannot work. If the Arjun not listening properly to the Krishna, I am telling to you, Krishna, stop this Gita within 2 or 3 stanza or 10 stanza. Because the enlightened masters knows very well the disciples. So the Krishna is teaching to the Arjuna. Arjun, even you become the enlightened, but you should be behave in this society as the society norms and as the society's behavior, but in this behavior you always teach some persons they are eligible for the enlightenment. So the life of the Lord Janaka is the inspiration of a great incoming masters and the seekers. Because the life of the Janaka is a lighthouse in the Sa. The lighthouse shows the direction to the ships and the boats. So the disciple of the Janaka, Sukadeva Muni, and you know the Sukadeva Muni is tell the Srimad Bhagavatam, the rich knowledge of enlightenment. I have already told all the discourses on Bhagavat in Hindi, because my dear friend, the Bhagavat is very respected epic in India, so the Indian person can take the benefit on the Bhagavat. But the person do not understanding the Hindi, for them I told the Gita 700 verses in English, and that is the same knowledge. My dear friend, so the Janak's Brahma Veda disciples, after the lakhs of the years, the Krishna is compelled to use the name of the Janaka, and after millions of the years, the Sukadev's verdict in the Bhagavat is telling by many Panditas in India. Janaka Dayaha, it means Janaka and others, etc. So those person, they was the king, they was the governors, they was the presidents, and they was enlightened master also. I want to tell an example. But he was not enlightened master, but I am telling the recent example about his simplicity. In India there was a president. The name was APJ Abdul Kalam. The APJ Abdul Kalam, even he was not an enlightened master, but he was a great teacher. Even he was the president of the India, but he was the teacher of the science, he was the scientist, he was the great giver the inspiration to the students. My dear friend, you don't believe. When the person goes on the higher post, the person accumulates the money, bungalows, lands, properties. I am telling that person has only 2 suitcases. When he went to the President House of India, Delhi, and when he was leaving his post, he has only 2 suitcases, the same cloth. But even he was not enlightened. But he is the example for seekers and enlightened person of they are going in the path of enlightenment. Even he was not Atma Jnani, but he was so detached from the wealth and he was so devotee for the students. He was so devotee when he was the president, he goes many universities without any propaganda. Very secretly he goes in the many research centers of India and he teach the scientist, he guide the scientist without any propaganda, without any pump and show. And after all, when he leave his holy body, he was also giving the speech to the university students in Northeast. When a person like APJ Abdul Kalam, I am very sorry if he can enlighten, that he will become a very glorious person and example like the Janak. But unfortunately, my dear friends, the presidents, the prime ministers, the ministers, they are living in their ego. They do not accept the teaching of enlightened persons now, but in the ancient time, they accept the teachings as the Janak accept the teaching of Ashtabakra. Ashtabakra was a very simple and poor master. Even he has no proper cloth on his body. He was not a handsome person. He was handicapped in eight places of his body. So he is called Ashtabakra. Ashta, it means octa. Bakra, it means curved. Octa, curved on the body. But he was an enlightened master. So, the wisdom of that time, when the person regard and respect the enlightened master, in this time that wisdom is go far away. Nobody regard the enlightened master. Everybody regard the ministers and post holders and rich persons, and that they are all living in a blind illusion of the ego. But my friend, as this meditation of awareness will be spread all over the world, I promise you, I will produce many Janaka. It means the many presidents of the many nations, they will do this meditation and they will be aware. And if they will be aware, then the prosperity, peace, harmony, brotherhood of this world will become fast. So my dear friend, Janak, he was a great emperor, a samrat, but he never leave his duties. He always care his public. He goes in the public. He listen the problems of the public. He organize everything for the public. He know the primary needs of the public, shelter, water, etc. and safety. And in the time of the Janaka, there was nobody can dare to do any evil thing with anyone. So, for the organization of the society, for the good behavior in the society, for the good established good norms in the society, the Krishna is telling the person even enlightened, but he live in the society, doing all the duties and putting the example in others' life that they can follow that example. So my dear friend, never care if you are a manager, if you are a employee, if you are a industrialist, if you are a worker, your position and post is never come as a hurdle or as a drawback in this meditation, because your position and post will be glorified by your meditation. My dear friend, in this world, two type persons you can see. Some persons, they are glorified by the post. If the post is gone, the person's glory is gone. And some persons, the post is glorified by their presence. The post gone, the glory will not reduce. As I tell again, APJ Abdul Kalam, he was equally respected when he was not president, and he was equally respected when he was a president, and he was equally respected when he leave the body and he leave the post. I respect APJ Abdul Kalam because he was like a Janka. He was a modern Janka without enlightenment. So my dear friend, the Krishna is telling that person which is enlightened and living the society, he never attached with anything, but he live with detachment and always do the favorful work in the society. My dear friend, if there is poison, there will be surely nectar also. Because when the God and goddesses, God and the Rakshas, gods and Rakshas, they put the Samudra Manthan, and there was the poison came. And who eat the poison? Who take the poison? The Shiva eat the poison. So only the enlightened master can absorb the poison. Nobody can absorb the poison. Because enlightened master's heart is already full of the pains of the seekers, and he destroy the pains inside of his heart. He take the pain of his seekers, and the Lord Shiva take the poison in his thought, and he called the Neelkantha. My dear friend, the Krishna's this stanza is very valuable. He is telling you do the karma without attachment, and you do the karma in the favor of the society. You do the karma in the goodness of the society. You do the karma for awareness of the seekers. You do the karma to spread the divine love all over the world. You do the karma to spread the peace all over the world. You do the karma to spread the brotherhood all over the world. You do the karma to reduce the hate and enmity all over the world. So, the karma doing is very essential, but karma doing with awareness. If you are doing the karma without awareness and you are doing even the good karma, the good karma has no meanings. Because the good karma, you have some desires in the result of the karma. So the Janaka also performed his karma. So the Rama also performed his karma because Rama was Jnani. Rama fought with the Ravana because it is very essential. Because demons and the devils, they cannot hear your teachings. The Parashurama was also enlightened master, but he fought. My dear friend, that the Krishna was also enlightened master, but he fought. So Geeta's not teaching you to give up the karma. Geeta is teaching that you do the karma, but do karma as a enlightened person. So this is the Rajavidya. Rajavidya, it means this is the science of administration. This is the science of kings. Or this is a knowledge of kings of all the knowledges. That was Rajvidya was from Janaka, and that comes one by one to my masters, and the master give me this Rajvidya. So you will never caught in the sin if you are doing all the work without any attachment. So my dear Arjun, if you do like this, then you will be get the extreme successful of the life. And what is the extreme successful of the life? The extreme successful of the life is the complete awareness, the complete liberation, the total freedom, the completely detachment from death and birth cycle, and completely come out from the Maya and completely come out from the mesmerism and hypnotism of the Maya. This is the awakened science. So the meaning of the jnana, meaning of the enlightenment is not a cowardness. The non-violence is not a cowardness. It is not non-violence. That a person coming to kill you and you are surrender in front of that person. No. If a person want to kill you, you fight with that person till you have the power. Otherwise, do not kill like a goat or like a buffalo. I see in the Discovery Channel, sometimes the buffalo can kill a lion. He has a very big horns and very strong leg. I see sometime the buffalo kick the lion and lion go away. But you are not buffalo, you are the same strength person. And I want giving you the message, never surrender in front of the demons and the rascals. That is not non-violence. You are not surrender in the feet of Sadguru. And you are surrender in front of the demons and the rascals. That is bad. That is not non-violence. My dear friend, never surrender in the rascals, in the feet of the rascals. Always surrender in the feet of Sadguru. This is not meaning of the non-violence that you become the slave of the demonic persons. My dear friend, that's why the Jnanis, the enlightened masters, they are not coward. They are the great warriors like the Hanuman, like the Rama, like the Narsingha, like the Parashurama, like the Krishna, like the Arjuna. I am giving this message to all over the world. The non-violence is not like that cowardness. Non-violence is that if you have power, you have strength, but you are forgiving that person, they are not harmful to the society. If you see that person is harmful to your society after your pardon, he will do the same wrong thing in the society, that never forgive him. Because the forgiveness for the demons and the rascals is the incoming danger for the coming innocent seekers and the lovers. That's why the Krishna is telling to the Arjuna, kill these demons and the rascals. Because if you do not kill, they will kill innocent persons. And they will do unimaginary violence against the innocent persons. So the Krishna is giving the message and the teaching to the Arjuna, doing the karmas. And with this doing the karmas, he is telling to the Arjuna, for welfare, the lovers of and the seekers of the all over the world, because this is the internal battle. We are fighting with the ignorance, we are fighting with the internal devils, the anger, lust, hate, irritation, greed, and many more. So my dear friend, as well as the outer fighting, this is the inner fighting, and the meditation is the inner fighting. And take again, return your consciousness which is stolen by the conspiracy of the Maya. So this is the fighting against the ignorance. This is fighting against the darkness. This is fighting against the illusion. This is fighting against the unconsciousness. And this is the way of the consciousness. So outer side, the wrong persons, the evil persons, the devil persons, the demons persons, you fight them with them. And inner side, you fight with your inner enemies. So Gita's teachings is practical teachings even nowadays. My dear friend, our forefathers because we are one family, all the world, there was the Gyanis. The India is your own country. The Indian culture and Indian knowledge is your knowledge, because when the continents was not separated, we was one. And the separation by the continents, we are separated from the millions years. So my dear friend, this is the time is come, then we will become one and we will follow the highest teaching of our forefathers. They was enlightened, they was your forefather. My dear friend, this is the extreme successful of the life when you are enlightened inner side and enlightened outside also. You can know what to do in the society, and you can know what to do the inner side. The awareness of both sides make you a very, very strong, efficient, divinely intellectual person. And then this divinity, that spirituality, that understanding will be increased all over the world. Then you will be counter the fake and unfair persons, the wrong persons. They are doing, misleading this society by their barbaric actions and activities. My dear friend, you will be detached from internal side, your mind, intellect, mood and ego, and become the Atma Jnani like the Janaka, and you will do and perform all the work by this successful internal divine stage. Then when you will be get this awareness, then you will know what is right and what is wrong. No need of teaching from other person. You will become your own judge. You will become your own master. You will become your own teacher. That's why the secret of this stanza. And I want to say in the last of my discourse, this meditation is very precious meditation. Anyone will do this meditation without caste, creed and nationality and black and white and no any differentiation. Within 4 or 5 months you will be get extreme peacefulness inside, and you will be feel that there is no tension inside of you, there is no worries, there is no dilemmas. A concept built, a concept clear, crystal clear in your mind, what to do and what to not do. This awareness will stand inside of you. And when you are tensionless and worriedless, the tension created diseases, they will not come in your life. Not come in your life. You will be free from diabetes, angina, heart attack, blood pressure, etc. My dear friend, the same as you are physically healthy and strong person, become by this meditation, and same you will be become mentally strong. By doing this meditation, your observation will become very keen, and you will be save yourself from the mania, phobia, schizophrenia, mind disturbance, madness, depression, suicide, etc. My dear friend, all the disturbance of the mind is the root is tension and guilt and worried. When you are living with free of tension, without worry, the mind will also become very healthy. So healthy body have a healthy mind, and healthy body and healthy mind both create a healthy healthy emotional stage. When you do this meditation, then time to time the anger is coming, naturally coming. Anger is not depend on even your thoughts, but it depend on your food also. It depend on your circumstances also. It depend on your slightly missing of meditation also. So when you will see the anger is coming, you can aware in anger, and anger come and go, and anger will not affect on you as a result of the crime. You will never kill any person, you will never bite any person, you never cut any person, you never abuse any person, you will never insult any person, you will never do any wrong activity against any person. So you will become a pure and purest person without any crime. The crime cannot touch your life. That's why your self-respect, your society status, all will be remain very good. Second thing is that lot of money you are wasting in the physical hospitals, mental hospitals, and the police and court and jail and so, that will also save. When the grid is coming, you can see the grid, and you can detach from the grid, and you will never involve in the economic crime like a robbery, or like a conspiracy of economic commission and other, and the hawala and the black money tracking and the drug tracking. You will not do like these things. So you will become internally moral person, honest person. And third thing is that when the lust is coming, because lust comes by the effect of the progesterone and testosterone and other chemical changes in the body, in the face of the body, and the youngness and the adolescence, even in the old stage, the lust is comes. It is very natural. An unaware person always fall in the lust. An unaware person do the crime against women or innocent child. So, if you are doing this meditation, you can see the lust and detach from the lust. And lust cannot affect on you. You will not do any crime against women. And my dear friend, there is no lust, there will be real love. The real love is divine. And real love, there is no ego. There is no ego, there is the presence of the divine wisdom of existence. So I want to change a man. I do not want change the religion. You remain your religion. If you are Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Parsi, Yahudi, you remain. You live in your religion, but you do the meditation. When you do the meditation, you will become aware. Then you will become a true Hindu, true Muslim, true Christian, and true Jewish. This truth will never permit you to be involved in any wrong activities. The true person cannot be a blind, violent person. He cannot become A human bomb never can become. So this awareness will grow, then you will be such the center of the religious norms, and you will be reject the polluted norms which is put by the selfish religious persons for their own self-interest. So I don't want to change your religion, I want to change your awareness only. So this awareness meditation, I take this awareness meditation as a mission. The name of mission is World Peace by Meditation. When this awareness meditation will spread all over the world, the families will change, the societies will change, the families will humble, loving, brotherhood, good environment like heaven. The society become very loving, very good environment like a heaven. The nations will change, they will love each other, they will become like a heaven, like a brotherhood, very good understanding, very good awareness. They will never do any wrong thing with the other nations. All the planet, all our Mother Earth will become a family. Every nation will become the brothers and sisters each other. They can solve every dispute, every type of dilemmas, every type of their differences on the negotiation table. They never use the bar weapon. They never use the atom bomb. They never use the smart bomb. They never attack to anyone. They will hug each other. They will love each other. They will give the food each other. They will give the assistance in the dangerous time each other. My dear friend, this environment on the earth will make the world peace. So I put this mission on my heart and on my disciples and seekers and lovers and listeners, and even they want to give their contribution of the time and life in this good mission. They are always follow this meditation. They will be teacher of this meditation. They will be master of this meditation. They will organize the meditation camp. My dear friend, I want to give you one example. Unfortunately, a special part of India, there was a flood came. And the Indian army saved the persons without any prejudiceness. And they was admire and they was singing the goodness of Indian army. But after some month, unfortunately, by the provoking of the foolishness, they are throwing the stone on Indian army. So, if they are meditator of this meditation, they cannot throw the stone to anyone. So do not need to live in this type of barbaric ignorance. There is a need to live in the love and awareness. My dear friend, I want to tell in the last, this meditation is non-religious, non-prejudice, any type of communal religion meditation. This meditation is universal meditation, as a science invention, as a respiration, as a oxygen for all over the world. My dear friend, my religion is love and awareness. And this religion I get from my ancient Indian masters. This is not for me special, because my all masters, they are loving and they are very, very good servant of the society. In this way, I am telling to you and giving you information. On 24 July, there will be a meditation camp in the Delhi, Noida. In 13 November, there will be a demonstration of meditation in New Jersey, United States, America. And there will be a first international meditation camp out of India, because we perform in Delhi many meditation camp international, but this is the first meditation camp out of the India. There will be in Puerto Rico in 17 November, and 17 November 2016, and 19 and 20 November there will be a seminar on the total freedom of awareness in the under the banner and organization of Art of Embracing Life. And 22 November there will be a full meditation camp in the capital of Puerto Rico, and that camp is performing in which place there was the Vasco da Gama came in the first time, and that camp also a pioneer camp for this world. And 25 November 2016 there will be a full day meditation camp in the New York near the Times Square. I am inviting all of you, please come and join these camps. If you are unable to join this camp, you can organize another camps in your city, country, province, or anywhere. I will come there and teach you. I want to make thousands of the masters on this world, in every nation, in every province, in every city, in every place, and I want to make the local master, not imposed master, because we are doing these services all over the world equally, loving, honestly, and without any return. We do not charging any money. We do not asking anything. We do not want any type of return or price or any type of earning. This is non-profit mission. Love you very much. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my channel on YouTube. I will be grateful to you. Swami Sachidanand, the name of channel. Thank you.